guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please do subscribe. It is Easter Sunday. I've just been relaxing, resting, getting a few bits done as well. And it's a nice sunny day outside, but it actually feels cold inside my flat. It feels a bit nippy. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 2:23 p.m.
So I've been here in my flats all day, apart from taking Max out once this morning. After I had a bath, Max kept going towards the door and I had wet hair. I just washed my hair and I think Max wanted to go out. It was around 10 o'clock, so I quickly towel dried my hair, put my hat on, and I took Max out for a walk this morning around 10 a.m. on my own. I've got no relatives or family here this Easter. I went to see my mum yesterday, Jennifer, and I spent some time with my mum. And my mum spent some time with me. The rest of my family is scattered all over the place. I've got relatives in Gloucestershire, I've got relatives in London, I've got my mum here in Kent. There are relatives I've got that I've never seen in years and years. So I'm quite happy. I've been enjoying myself. I've had talking pictures on TV on, and I've watched two really old films. I've watched Heavens Above just now, which has just finished, with Peter Sellers in, and he was the vicar of a church and they sent him into space. So I've just watched that. I found it very amusing, very funny. Peter Sellers was a comedian, he was hilarious. And I've just watched that. I watched a black and white film before that was really sad, about this woman that died, an actress, never became famous because she actually died before her film was put on at the cinema, so that was sad. So I'm here in my flat and I've decided now to, because I got my compost the other day. This is Grow More multi-purpose compost. I'm just going to plant my red and yellow sunflower seeds. So I should really put gloves on because I'm going to get dirty and messy here. Just dust the compost off and sweep it up later and see if I can get hold of a glove. Let's get the old marigolds out, shall we? The old marigold gloves. I don't mind how it goes. I just, whether it's inside out, back to front, whatever. So I'm just going to fill my soaps box. It's a soaps box. Clear up the mess after I've done it. The old marigolds out. So there we are. This came from Amazon. It's very cute. Soaps little plant container, and this is the black plant pot that I paid £5 for. Which I've learnt my lesson. I can get cheaper plant pots elsewhere. I'm making a mess everywhere, but never mind. There's only me here. No one's going to complain about dirt. Right. So that's your plant pots. Now we've got to get got some red sunflower seeds here. few, and then obviously I'm going to put some more soil on top to cover them over. That's the red sunflower. Pretty wild seeds. Cover those with some more compost. So, and then with the other container, we're going to just put a couple of sunflower seeds in there because they probably won't all come out. Just a couple. See if they do come out or they don't. Alexa, can you put LBC radio on, please? Alexa, can you put LBC radio on, please?
LBC London from Global Player.
Say many parents, a number of them will be not doing what they should be with their kids, but I think others will be putting their own hair out because I don't think it necessarily is all down to them. I think it's got to be a collective effort between teachers in the school that employs cast iron discipline and parents at home. And you can't have parents shouting at teachers about their kids not being allowed to go to the toilet at break time. I mean, it's a ridiculous situation. Honestly, thank you very much indeed for your perspective. I enjoyed our conversation. Kieran in Greenford, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yes, so I'm 16, currently doing GCSE.
Oh, great, Kieran. Thanks. Give us your perspective. Very interesting.
Yes, so I have 2 points of views on this because my mum's actually a teacher.
Okay.
So first of all, my mum got into teaching because she's had me and my 3 older siblings, and basically she felt that she had to become a teacher because she loved watching us grow as people, and she wanted to help other people like grow as people as well and learn.
Yes.
And I think that's the case with a lot of teachers, and some students are absolutely ruining it. Whereas also with the toilets thing, at my school particularly, a lot of people muck about in the toilets during break, and it's a lot more difficult to get there because since COVID, the break times are scattered and year groups don't typically have break times at the same time as each other anymore.
Yes.
And the reason I don't go during break times is because last year I had a bad experience where I basically broke my wrist when somebody in the toilet was mucking about, ran into me and basically knocked me over, and I broke my wrist.
What's happening in toilets? What's happening in toilets up and down the country, Sharon? I mean, this is not good. This is not
Yeah,
good.
it's ridiculous, and obviously something needs to be done about people mucking about, but then equally, I feel like teachers do need to understand that because of the scattered break times, break times are a lot shorter now after COVID, and people are struggling to eat their meals quickly, struggling to talk to their friends.
Okay, practical issue of actually going to the toilet, which could be backed up with a queue in break time, exposing issues. Understood. Kieran, thank you very much. I appreciate you calling in because it's good to get a perspective from someone who's living this day to day in school. And we're talking about who is to blame for unruly kids, schools or parents. You're listening to Ali Mirage on LBC at 2:31 rather. The news headlines with Tim Humphrey.
Former Prime Minister Sir Tony Blair has told LBC the situation in Northern Ireland remains fragile. Police in Northern Ireland have warned of potential dissident Republican attacks as events take place to mark 25 years since the Good Friday Agreement was signed. There's a warning 4 days of strike action by junior doctors in England will cause unparalleled levels of disruption. NHS leaders say up to 250,000 appointments could be postponed during the walkouts. The Archbishop of Canterbury has used his Easter sermon to say we do not lose heart in the face of conflicts such as Ukraine. Justin Welby says those who oppress others will face divine justice. And the weather, rain in Northern Ireland and western parts of Scotland, England and Wales, otherwise dry and fine, a high of 16 degrees.
This is LBC.
Like some kind of pizza ninja.
Alexa, stop. guys, like I said, I'm here in my flat by myself and my lovely dog, as I usually am every day. And I've just planted my red sunflower seeds in here, which is going to go on my balcony later on. Because they need a bit of sunlight, don't they? And a few sunflower seeds in here. Easter weekend, well, it's just like any other day for me, but I have said my prayers this morning, and I've had a bath, I've relaxed, I've watched telly, and I'm going to clear the mess up that I've done by doing the plant pots on my little footstool here. Sun's outside, yeah. Why haven't I gone out? Because I don't want to. I'm trying to save my money rather than squander it. I've got electric and gas. It doesn't last very long. I am not in this flat with with nothing to eat. So I've got hot cross buns. So it's not a sad Easter at all. Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Sunday the 9th of April.
Well, my mum gave me these yesterday, so I've got 8 hot cross buns. But I got some from the co-op the other day. There's only me, so I can't eat 12 hot cross buns. So I've got hot cross buns in the house. Hot cross buns in the house. I've had a lovely prawn sandwich for lunch because I'm really not that hungry anyway, to be quite truthful. I've got plenty of money. If I wanted to go to the co-op, I could go to the co-op, but I don't feel like it. I've got eggs. I've got ginger syrup puddings. I've got lots and lots of food. I'm not here in this flat with nothing to eat. I've also got my mum gave me some meals as well. We have sausage and mash there from Morrison's, which is our local Morrison's is in Strood. What else did my mum give me yesterday? She gave me some Cumberland pie. So the fridge, the cupboards and everything is full of food. It's not the fact that I've got food. It's the fact that some people think I'm in my flat hungry and starving and living in misery as some sort of punishment, and I've done nothing wrong. I've got food, I've got water, I've got drinks, there's stuff everywhere. I'm happy and contented. I'm single, and when you're single, you're not going to hold hands with someone down the path because you're single, aren't you? Obviously. The thing is, I need to get all the horrible things that have been done to me out of my life. I need to recuperate. I need to rest. I need to understand what happened, filter it through and move on. And making the same mistakes is not going to make anything better, is it? So, just because I see couples holding hands, because I see people happy with their families, I'm not going to do anything bad. I'm not going to get into bad stuff. I'm not going to steal. I'm not going to take drugs. I'm not going to get drunk. I'm just going to be quiet and just let all off the steam in my writing and expressing myself to myself. I've had a few conversations, and after the phone calls, it's like I'm punished for speaking to someone. It feels like that. Right? I've got every right to speak to a member of my family. They're my family. I feel isolated sometimes. So when someone calls me up on the phone and it's my son, then I'm going to speak to him and I'm going to be happy with the phone call. Aren't I? If people want to turn their back on me, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I'm in my flat, I'm happy, I'm contented, I don't need attention. I don't need other people's attention. I've done this video because I know certain people watch my videos and I want to make sure they know that I'm okay. I'm fine. This place to me does feel like prison. Sometimes I feel like I can't get out of it, but I fight my demons. And I went out this morning. I enjoyed a lovely walk around the Rochester Riverside. I watched the boats go by. There were people walking dogs on the field. The sun was out. And of course, you're going to get people that don't like you. You're going to get people that are jealous and nasty and don't like you. And that happens with everybody. It's not just me. Other people get it. So I'm just by myself, and that's it. And that's the way things have panned out. They've happened, but at least I'm not in prison, because all what I've gone through, some people end up in prison. They end up as a drug addict. I'm a completely normal, quiet person, coping with what's been done to me by myself, and I'm not going to get into bad things or do something stupid. I don't need attention, right? I've had my dinner, I've proved I can look after myself, I've proved that I'm completely normal. There's nothing else left for me to do. See you all later.